Hello, 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 and good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Disney with Sean and Ziggy show. Today is Wednesday, April the 29th, 2026. Your program begins now. Vamos, friends. Hello and good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Sam Dolphin. Good morning. And good morning, Pyro. Hello, friend. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for hopping on with us here this morning. I thank you, everybody, for allowing me to take the morning off, as I didn't sleep very well last night, as we are stressed out beyond belief about our tooth. Things are probably going to go great, I would imagine, as they typically do. But in my head, we always create like the worst possible scenario. However, we did want to make sure we got you the guided meditation this morning, and of course our Living Well with Sean segment. If you don't know, that's this little section here that'll be coming up in a little bit. That's the Living Well with Sean segment. I'm just giving people time to fill in. Ziggy, I had to close the door. Ziggy's trying to run in and out with the cat. He loves the kitty, just wants to be their friend. And then hello there. Hey, big guy Ryan, good morning, friend. And then Amber Mac, good morning. Morning, busy with work. I need this moment. All right, good morning, Jenny J. Good morning. Just gonna give it a few more moments to fill out and say good mornings. Yeah, Ziggy. Ziggy, can't you see? Sometimes your cuteness hypnotizes us all. Good morning, Jenny J. I got that already. Oh my goodness, he's doing the full liggy-zine, the Ziggy lean. I can tell how tired I am because of the amount of spelling or verbal mistakes. A little late to the show. No, not really. We just started, Chris. Good morning from New Hampshire. We literally just started within like the last 3 minutes, my friend. Hey, Charmin Lee and Ziggy. Hi, friends. And then, did you already go to the dentist? No, that's at 11. No, I'm getting this out of the way. Not out of the way. I'm really anxious, and it's like everything's like vibrating inside of me. So we're just trying to get it out of the way. Get this portion of our day done so we can then better calm ourselves down and focus on that. Morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Onassis. You want to see something really cool? This is something really cool. Shelly got me for my birthday. Ready? It's a mug. It is a mug. It is a mug. We'll review that a little bit more in a minute. And then, hello. I did my walk yesterday. Thank you for inspiring motivation. Hello, Portrait Mama. You're welcome. I'm anxious as all get out. I should have done a walk of some sort, but I couldn't sleep. And I've been working on the channel. I gave myself permission yesterday after I released that duck short that I wasn't going to do any more work, and I ended up watching Lord of the Rings, the extended version of the second movie, and I got about an hour and a half into that, and I was like, it's time for bed, and that was at like 7. And that didn't work out so well. We got a little bit of sleep, and then we were up and down the rest of the night. So at any rate, good morning, Andy Lou. Good morning, Abriana. Good morning. You're going to do great at the dentist. Every time I have to excuse me, every time I have to have a procedure done, everything I'm afraid of about happening never ends up being that bad. Well, I'm happy for that for you, Abriana. I appreciate the kind words of support. And then good morning, Sean. Hope all goes well at the dentist. I always, again, make the worst case scenario. That's just what my brain does. So, protects me for when the worst case scenario happens, because it is often for me that the worst case scenario has happened. At any rate, I also wanted to show you all this dirty, grimy shirt. I'm sorry that it's not like the cleanest looking thing, but I've talked about how I weighed 250, 260 pounds at the peak of my alcoholism. Ziggy, oh my gosh, friend, oh my goodness, I'm trying to show this shirt, buddy. Lean there. Hello, buddy, yeah. All right, so I do that too. All right, so here's the big old shirt. There's 250 pounds of shirt here that I was wearing, right? So at any rate, that's the big old shirt. So I do that too. And then good morning, Sean. Hope all goes well. Dentist, and got all that. So we've got about 62 friends watching. Got my coffee there. And I think we'll be ready to do the guided meditation here in a few minutes as everybody else is coming in. I do that too. How's everybody else's morning going? Has that been good for you? No? Anybody? Nothing? So we got the mug, the Disney World mug. What's really cool about this is it came with money. You know, that's birthday money. And then we got this here. This piece here says Disney on the bottom, but if you look really closely at it, one of the other cool things about it is that it says Brazil right down there on the bottom as well. So if you know, right? Is there a possibility they will pull your tooth today? So that's what I'm most anxious about, Charmin, is that there is a possibility that they pull our tooth today. I don't know. Thank you for asking. So far, so good doing laundry today. I love the mug. So that's the real anxiety-inducing part for me, is that it's supposed to be a consultation with an oral surgeon, but I'm just guessing that if the oral surgeon is in the office only once a week, that maybe he has time today. He's going to suggest that after 2 years' time that it gets pulled. So if that happens, then that happens, and that's the thing that is stressing me out the most. Because then it's going to change the performance of the channel tomorrow, and for a little bit moving forward for a couple of days. So far so good. Doing the laundry today, and then rainy morning here, but doing good. And then there's a possibility of that. And then so far so good doing laundry today. Love the mug. So here's the mug in a little bit more detail, and I think we're maybe going to be reaching near the peak of everybody that's going to be wanting to be in here with us this morning. So as I was saying, this still has the original sticker on it, and then Shelly found this one. I seem to be having an infection potentially too with one of my teeth that needs to be pulled. Oh my gosh, Charmin, I'm telling you, friends, here's the other thing, is all of that pain and hip dysfunction that I was having on this right side. Two things happened. I had, of course, this, but hi, Neha, good morning, friend. But I've been using, and again, I like to try things out for a couple days, a weighted blanket, and it didn't work so well last night. But when I had all that pain 2 days ago, I was like, what can hurt by putting a weighted blanket on? If it's a console, I would bet a lot of money they will not pull your tooth today. Well, if they don't do that, then there's going to be something later. What, Ziggy? What, buddy? There'll be probably something later on, either today or a video from the plan for the birthday dinner, but we'll see. At any rate, I've been doing the weighted blanket, and that weighted blanket has seemingly added a little bit of, oh my gosh, he's trying to get to the bubbles now too. Oh my gosh, buddy, here. You're not supposed to be a scent dog, but he is acting like a scent dog. Hey Neha, and then Miss Onassis says hi, and then Ziggy Wiggy, hello. And then if it's a consult, I hope not. I don't know. I almost want it to be done. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't want it to be like another week or 10 days of this, because it'll just be spinning in the back of my head. And I would imagine I would still have to stay on an antibiotic. And I don't know if they want me to be on an antibiotic again for another extended period of time, as I have the rest of today and tomorrow for the antibiotic. So I don't know. All these things in conjunction are helping with the pain. Hopefully we get it out, and then we'll just move on and then go from there. But yeah, at any rate, I think, friends, what we're going to do is move into the guided meditation here for this morning, and then a little bit more chat, and then I'll touch base with the with the Living Well segment as well for everybody, and then we'll go from there. And then take a slow breath in, friends, if you would, with me for just a moment. Take a small, slow breath in. I have weighted blankets, love them. I take one when I travel. We'll take a slow, deep breath in, and then out through the mouth. Right? Hold at the top, out through the mouth. Welcome back, friends. Today we are practicing something simple, feeling grounded. If life has felt busy, unsteady, or overwhelming, this is a moment to come back. You do not need to force yourself to feel calm. You do not need to make everything better right away. You are only being invited to notice what is here and what is holding you. Take another slow, deep breath in. Hold at the top and breathe out slowly with a smile. Feel the surface beneath you. Notice the chair, the floor, or the place where your body is resting. Notice that you are being supported. You do not have to hold yourself up all by yourself in this moment. Let your attention gently move to the points where your body meets the ground, or the chair, or your dog, your feet, your legs, your back, your hands. Just notice. If petting an animal helps during your meditation, please feel free. Just notice. Notice the steadiness beneath you. Notice the quiet support that is already here. Take a slow breath in and bring your attention to your breath in. Hold at the top and then let it go. Let each breath be a return, a small return. Not a performance, not a task, just a return. If your mind wanders, gently notice it, have it come back. If emotions are present, let them be present without needing to fix them right now. You are not being asked to solve everything. You are not being invited to ground. Just quietly say to yourself, I am here. I am supported. I can come back to this moment. I can build calm one breath at a time, and I do not need to rush. Let's take another slow, deep breath in, friends. Hold at the top and release through your mouth slowly. Feel your body, feel the ground, feel this moment. Be distracted by that helicopter, and then come back to this moment. There may still be noise around you. There may still be things waiting for your attention, but right now, you can choose this one small place of steadiness. One breath, one body, one moment. Quietly say to yourself, the ground is here. My breath is here. This moment is here. I can return again and again. Let's take one more slow breath in, friends, and let it go. As you continue into your day, carry this with you. I can come back to what is steady. I can meet this moment with calm, and I can ground myself with gentleness. And when you're ready, friends, please open your eyes, wiggle your toes and hands and feet, and welcome back to today's live stream. Hope you enjoyed. Is there anything about the groundedness that you use? Is there anything that you use in your call to action, right? This is our call to action after the guided meditation. What is it that you use to help ground you during the meditation? Do you sit upright? Do you lay down? Do you breathe slow? Do you notice that it helps you get focused? You see the helicopter, you hear the helicopter go by, right? That happened. These are all things that are going to happen during a meditation, right? And that's just how you're going to react to them, you know? Hello, Niha. And then I have weighted blankets too, love them. I take one when I travel. And let's put this down some. This shoulder, man. There's something about this shoulder. I think it's the gimbal shoulder. So it's like, I do this like stretch onto it. Man. Anyway, I'll stop complaining. I'm still at Disney. I'm in the Disney bubble anyway. Hello, Denny, man. Good morning, Sean. Hope all is well. But day 239, let's go. Thank you for the meditation. And then that was great, Charmin Lee. Thank you. And then morning, Amber. That was weird. This just like fell off. That's the case. So we'll go and hold on, Cupid. Good morning, friend. Good morning, Sean and friends. This has been a really rough week. Sorry, C Cork. And I appreciate. Here, let's move this up some. And I appreciate this meditation more than words can explain. Thank you, friends. And then Denny, man, good morning. And then Sean, how did things go? I'm still waiting. It's not until 11. That was the earliest they could get me in today. Hey, Sean, hope all is well. Love the streaming and variety. Thanks, Brian Hershey. Good to see you, friend. And then I had an oral consultation. I know how to read and speak. Yesterday for something very similar. Surgery is Monday. I feel the same, so anxious, but they will make you feel uncomfortable, or they will make you feel comfortable. Take deep breath as you enter the office. Just remember, friends, there is a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. So that's what I'm keeping in mind. I'm gonna have like my headphones in. I'm gonna use the AirPod 3s, you know, to make sure that I have like that stability. What are you doing, buddy? What are you saying? There's something over there that's bothersome? Can you scratch my back? I've got an itch. No? You can't scratch my back? You'll just lay on my lap? That's better. I'll take that. I'll take the lap laying. Yeah, friends, the oral infection is, the systemic oral infection that I know I've had for over 2 years has probably been causing a large portion of my pain and suffering. I'm still, is the dog groomed? Shelly can go knit. That's funny. Yeah, we did groom him. I forgot to mention that. He did get groomed. That is a beautiful place to enjoy a cup of coffee. We are in the middle of a nature reserve. I always get it wrong. I don't know. I mean, it's a reserve for nature, but it's preserved for nature. I don't know. I'm a little teacup, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my mouth. I don't know why you guys watch. That is a beautiful place to enjoy a cup of coffee. It is. I would like a little bit more. I'll be right back, and then when we come back from this, we will be touching base with the Living Well with Sean segment. Today is going to be speaking about park food. I'll be right back, friend. Ziggy, come on, buddy. Let's get some coffees. Ziggy. All right, friends. I'm back. Whew. Hey, good morning, Sean and everybody. So lucky to catch you guys. Hey, Charlie. Good morning, friend. Good morning, Charlie. Or Ziggy's doing something. We almost named Ziggy Charlie at one point. And then Jody Lynn, I'll be thinking about you on Monday and praying everything goes well. And then good morning, my friend's been off a few days. Hey, Debbie loves Disney. I so appreciate your relaxing talks right now. I definitely need this. And then this is a beautiful place. So this is what whenever I drink from home, I'm drinking this Stoke cold brew coffee. I love this stuff. It comes in an espresso and also in a sweetened. It comes in a whole large variety. I get it at Walmart. I love this stuff. Maybe I've had a little too much this morning, but a little bit goes a long way. I have this on a 2-week reorder, and I just saw myself on TV here. So at any rate, my extraction is scheduled for June 10th, but I'll probably move that. I don't want to do 3 molars at once. Oh my goodness, yeah. I had my wisdom teeth out at like 29 or 30 all at the same time, and that was, I don't know why I just opened the computer too. And that was a really interesting thing too. So let's go over the coffee mug one more time for those finding us here. This is a birthday gift from Shelly. It's the Walt Disney World Coffee Stein. It's really amazing. It's got these 2 characters here. I'm not even sure. It looks like it could be, I don't even know, is that Fozzie Bear on there somehow? I can't see it, but oh my gosh, I'm drinking that too. The bright and mellow one with the yellow label. Oh my gosh, Charmin, that's awesome. We have a lot of the same tastes. Hey, Anthony, how's it going, friend? And then you got the trolley car, the Dapper Dans, but it's not really the Dapper Dans. There's the blue car, motor car. walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. This feels like it's Disneyland to me. Not Disney World, but it says Disney World on it, so I guess it's true. Where's the clock? There's the clock. I guess it is Disney World. That's not what our moat looks like. So, I really don't know what the schedule is going to look like for tomorrow or the rest of the week after today. As I said, we would probably be doing Magic Kingdom a little bit less than we have been for the last month or so, as I'm not bored. I love going. I just, I need a little bit of variety too. That is so beautiful. Yeah, here's the other thing that I think is really awesome, right? It still has the sticker and the price tag on it, first of all. But look at where it was made, friends. Can you see where it was made? And that C thing, no, not right now, honey. Give me a second. That the way, I can't even make out what that word is that's spelled there, right? Same taste, same colored dogs, and same tooth problems, yeah. At least we're both not married to a Chris. That label right there, that almost looks like, you know the, do you know the shoe shining seat underneath of the train station? That name looks like the same exact name, and I can't make it out on either this or the shoe shining chair. But it was made in Brazil, and as you know, bom dia, friends, bom dia. What's up, Elizabeth? Yeah, that's fine. Just make just a little bit, just like half. I need to be able to have Ziggy hear me. Thank you, honey. So yeah, bom dia, friends, bom dia. It was made in Brazil, and that makes me incredibly happy because I love synchronicity like that. I love synchronicity. And that's a beautiful place to enjoy. And then you're welcome, Debbie. I'm glad that is helping. And then Jody Lynn, I will be thinking about you on Monday. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Trying to catch up. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. How's it going, dear? And then thank you so much and good morning. My extractions got that. Oh my gosh, Sean got that. And this is so beautiful. I sent you a link to a Dapper Dan shirt if you want to order it. Thank you, Anthony. As I've mentioned, I'm not answering or responding to any new messages from anybody. So if I'm not responding to anything that you've sent me, it's nothing against you personally. I am taking a break from everything. So I'm not having conversations. I'm not answering new emails. I'm not answering new TikToks. I'm not answering new Instagrams. None of it. My brain needs a break. I've mentioned this yesterday and the day before, and we're going to continue to mention it until we stop. Until it stops. Until I can't, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll stop answering it so long and it's just going to be too excessive. I'll have to pay somebody to answer it. I don't know. But yeah, same taste, same colored dogs, and yeah, same tooth. And then, oof, dental issues. My wife had the Nivea dental overhaul, diabetic type A since she was 7. So yeah, teeth were an issue for her. So she got all new. Carry technology, eh? And then yes, and then Charmin, you are not drinking honey lavender cold brew. And then that's true, Charmin Lee. Hey, Care Bear, Haley, well, Debbie, morning, Sean. And then good morning. Good morning. Morning, Neha. I know it's just there. Okay, and then no, Neha, no honey lavender today. All right, well, again, friends, I'm just, there's no conversations I'm not trying to have. I'd love to be able to talk to everybody, but I physically, and the mental load of everything has just become too much, and I have to focus on the things that continue to push the channel forward, continue to move the channel forward. So I have to worry about the comments, I have to worry about the shorts, I have to worry about everything with the channel first. And what was happening, and I'll just explain this a little bit better, what was happening is I would do like 3 or 4 things for the channel. Like I'd answer like 6 or 7 replies, and then I would do something, like I would start to work on a short, and then I'd get a notification from Instagram and TikTok and an email all at the same time. Like literally, and it would be sometimes from the same person, sometimes it would be from multiple people, but then I would be like, well, I've got to answer this because the ambiguity in my brain, I'm thinking, well, if I feel the ambiguity, somebody else has got the ambiguity, right? So I'm trying to help with the ambiguity, but what it did is it made the mental load like, and I just can't any further. So again, a few of you, I just realized too, there's like 1 or 2 people that I responded to yesterday that I meant to talk to before I made that, closing of all conversations yesterday. So if I did reach out to you yesterday after that, then that is also true. So just so you know, At any rate, just trying to give you guys as much information. Information is power, you know. Hey, Care Bear. Hey, Lee Wild DB. Hi, Debbie. Hi, morning, Sean. Uncle Thomas. Good morning. Hey, Krista or Chilltastic Audio. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Chris from Kentucky. Hello. Morning, Neha. I know it's just there for when you need it. No, Neha. No, honey lavender. It makes my heart happy that you are taking time for you. Thank you, Cupid. Yes, I can relate. And then mental break needed. Be well, Sean. The community loves you. Thomas went to have an infected tooth pulled last month. They couldn't do. My blood pressure was through the roof. Need to get this done soon. Maybe some of the portion of the tooth being pulled is causing your blood pressure to be too high. And then, hey, Chris, it's a lot. And then take care of yourself, Sean. You have to do that first, for sure. Thank you, Chris from Kentucky. And then, hey, Neha. And then, morning, Sean. I hope you are enjoying your birthday yesterday. I do. Thanks, Lenny. And then, hey, Daniel. Good morning, friend. Garrett, did you need something? Okay, I just saw you come out the second time. That's all. And then, yeah, notifications on our phone certainly can create that heightened sense of anxiety and feel like we are always on and needing to always respond to some external stimulus. And then, hey, Daily Rider. It took me until I was like 46 and to realize that I didn't need to text somebody back almost immediately. Like I could wait a few hours and it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like I would always like, oh, text, get right on it. Hello, Neha from Daniel, and then hey, Neha and Mimi, and then morning, Loof. All right, friends, I feel like we'll just say hello to this mug. Shelly got me this mug for my birthday. I'm super excited by this. Walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA, USA. It's the heartbeat. It is missing the Dapper Dance, but, and I don't know how old it is. It still has the label on it. It still says Disney. It still has the label. That's the right one. And it was made in Brazil, which makes me happy. Right? How old were you when you realized you didn't have to send a text message back right away? I bet you're still today years old when you were like, wait, you don't have to respond right away? Right? Yeah. I used to think that if I didn't respond right away that the person would no longer like me, and I had very few people that wanted to be around me to begin with, so I would jump right on it. And then I realized that when they didn't respond right away, well, the ambiguity of that was I said something to upset them. Right? But we talked about it yesterday. Pattern changes is not proof of you doing something wrong, right? No Rapunzel on that mug. Ziggy! 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 He has to go potty. Yeah. Where is he? I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Maybe Shelly will go. Good morning, Sean, everybody. Hello, Ricardo. Good morning. We're going to bring up the Living Well with Sean segment. We're going to talk about that here in just a few moments. So stick around there. I just bring that up as I get this loaded onto my other phone. The Wednesday segment, the morning reset, will be the eating at the parks today, friends. So again, we have this coming here in a few moments. Living Well with Sean, the Disney with Sean show. Ziggy Wiggy, that's right, Neha. So friends, I hope you enjoy this in a moment. I'm just going to get caught up on chat. If we can slow down on the questions or anything involving me so I don't have to get distracted by that. I can tell you that I've had to get professionals to help drive that message home. Good morning, Sean. Keeping my phone on silent was, hold on, geez. Hi, Neha, geez. Yeah, I looked away for 1 second and there's like 20 messages. Morning, Lou, right? And then keeping my phone on silent was life-changing for my anxiety. We aren't wired to be constantly connected. I believe that you are correct. And then no Rapunzel on that mug. Just kidding me, huh? Good morning, Sean and everybody. Hello, Ricardo. Hi, ho, ha. I can tell you that I've had to get professionals to help drive that message home. Really, I believe that. Ziggy Wiggy, morning, Ricardo, Charlie Sharman, Daily Rider, Amber Mac. Hey, Ziggy. Hey, leave the cat alone. Come here. Come here. Okay. Come here, buddy. Yeah, he just needs some distraction. He just needs some attention. So you gave me a core memory from yesterday's stream. My littles and I had a dance party during the piano segment yesterday, and it was the most simple, sweet moment my heart needed this week. That's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing, C. Court. Uncle Thomas, hey, Debbie, Chris, C. Court, Anthony. And then Ashley, yeah, I will struggle. You don't need coffee, Ziggy. People pleasing, upsetting people, answering people right away, and overthinking. So I completely understand, Sean. And then, yeah, I don't really have that problem. My wife is my closest friend, Ava, so I don't really text anybody but here and the kids. If you saw our conversations, I think we were teenagers. Good. Morning, Uncle Thomas. And then Martha here, my trip is back on now. Yay, Martha, that my medical problem has been solved. I'll be there on the 11th. That's awesome. Of course, now as an actor, it's a little different because that can move at such a fast pace, but I try to compartmentalize. This moves at such a fast pace, friends. I'm protecting the stream. Like there's things that people post on like 3 o'clock in the morning that I hope most of you don't see, that I catch and delete to protect the channel. And then, Charlie, you cracked me up, Sean. What did I do now, Charlie? And then, sorry, Sean, I'm late. I haven't been to the dentist yet. It'll be at 11. I just didn't sleep last night, and that's why we didn't do the walk today. And then, hey, Ziggy. And then I'm going to look at the form later today for Shelly shopping. We can do a trial run test if she wants to. I'll be a guinea pig if she needs one. And then, LOL, that's great. And then, thank you for that. Hey, Uncle Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Well, Charm, you know. Some things that are on my wish list. And then I'm 49 and just recently realized I don't need to explain myself to others, Care Bear. I refuse to be small because you think small. It's free. And then morning DJ Jason, hey Care Bear, the dog cat issue. Yeah, it's a real cat and dog and mouse situation here. Alright, I'm gonna close this. There we go. Now you can't get that. Now you can leave the cat alone. I had to do that. I had to do that slowly because I didn't want him to panic, right? And I didn't want him to think that, you know, by him coming out here that he would automatically be trapped out here, right? And now you can see what he's doing. Now you can see what he's doing. He's doing the Ziggy lean again. He's doing a little Ziggy lean. So friends, we're gonna touch base here one last time with this card. And this is the Living Well with Sean segment. You're gonna knock my coffee over, Ziggy. I can see it, I can feel it, I can sense it. And then we're gonna get ready to start. So. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Disney with Sean show. I am your host, Sean Wow, and now it's time for your morning reset. Today, we're talking about eating at the parks. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. And I think this one matters because Disney food is fun, but it can also throw your whole day off, right? If you're not paying attention a little bit. Not in a guilt way, not in a restrictive way, just in a real life way. For me, anyway, when I'm eating in the parks, if I'm really struggling with like my autoimmune disorder or anything, and I start with the sugar too early, it can really affect my day. I think one of the easiest traps in the park is that people either go all in too early, right, or they accidentally undereat. I can do both, right, and then completely off later. And we've noticed that maybe it's a sugar first, not much water, not much protein, right? And then by the middle of the day, you're like tired, you're overheated, you're cranky, your electrolytes are coming out of you, and you're wondering, everything suddenly feels harder, right? Everything's just much harder in the day. So I don't say that as some kind of like nutrition lecture, right? We're not saying you need to pack everything and not enjoy the parks, even if you have like a restrictive diet. You can still enjoy the parks, you know? Disney usually comes from awareness, not perfection, and awareness, knowing what helps. Oh my gosh, Ziggy, thank you for your assistance here. What helps you feel steady, knowing when you need water, knowing what maybe a treat is more enjoyable when it's not replacing actual food, right? Knowing that if you wait until you're starving, you're probably not making your best decisions anyway. So we've been the example. You see when we start to not drink water, that our brain starts to slow down, we can't think clearly, and then we maybe get frustrated and exhausted feeling. When we're not eating enough, you know, it's going to also do those have a lot of those same effects. So for me, the goal is never to make food less fun. We enjoy bringing snacks, but we also enjoy eating the things in the park. It's making better choices, I guess, early, and then throughout the morning. You know. Starting with like something high protein with fiber in your day to get you into the park instead of hitting yourself again with coffee and water. Do water and maybe like a smoothie with some like high protein with like yogurt if you can tolerate a yogurt. Because if you don't do something like that and keep yourself going with like water and snacks, you're just gonna feel wiped. So I think that like really the reset for today, when you're eating at the parks, think less about being perfect, because we don't want to take the joy out of being in the park. Think about staying aware, maybe setting like a timer, being more conscious about like stacking your snacks, a little water in between, pacing, things like that goes a long way. And of course we'd like to hear from you and what you might do today, what you might do if you plan your park days ahead with your snacking. What did you eat? What did you start your morning with? What did you start your day with on the morning front? You know, did you start your day and with just coffee and then no water? We have a special guest joining us here this morning, friends. All of a sudden,
sleepy ghost host.
Oh my gosh, ghost host Shelly! Wow, woo! we just finished talking about the Living Well segment. And how eating in the parks doesn't have to be something that's like scary or dangerous for you, and that like getting your day started in the right way, of course, is going to like power you and have a better mental capacity. You'll make better choices. Protein first is good, but I always do coffee first. That's typically what I do too, Charmin, and it's not something that I recommend doing. Really what you should start your day off with is 8 ounces of water slowly throughout the morning. Is 8 ounces of water or so in the morning. So it's now Ziggy's barking. So I don't really have that problem. My wife is my closest friend, got that. And then Martha here, my trip is back on, got all that. Hey, Uncle Sean, sorry, got that. You cracked me up, hey Ziggy. And I'm going to look at the forum later for Shelly, says Charmin Lee. And then, hey Thomas, well Charm, you know some things that I want, 49. And then the dog cat issue, you're an actor, Chris from Kentucky, anything we might have seen you in? Asks Charlie. And then Uncle Thomas, morning, Mr. Nass says, hey brother Sean, sending chill vibes your way, thanks J-Tech. Hey J-Tech, and morning Uncle Thomas, hey JT. Good morning, happy Wednesday, Tiny Mac. Hey Alex, Tiny Max. Hi fam, and then good morning from Russia. And then I'm 62 and blessed with a healthy family and self, but there is something that aches every single day. But you are an inspiration, and I totally agree with your motto. Just keep moving forward. That's right. We're not moving on, we're moving forward. Hotspur and Sony are not here today. I don't know, maybe they're just busy with work. It's later in the morning. And then yes, been a couple of years on IMDb to see titles. I've been on a few true crime recreations, a vertical on my drama app, and a Lifetime movie that's out next week. That's awesome, Chris. And then Charmin says, protein first is good, but I always do coffee. And then, hey Shelly, hey Shelly, hey Shelly. Hi, pretty lady Shelly. And then I hope I can run into you when I'm at Magic Kingdom at the end of May. Hi there, Sean and Shelly. So, friends, talking about food in the park seemingly is not as an exciting subject as I thought it was going to be, but we're not going to not talk about it. I need to be better. Good morning. What would be a suggestion? Good morning, Lou Walendi. Hello, friend. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Beautiful family. Thank you. You are a beautiful person, too. So what are some things that you would suggest that you try doing in the park? Love the home streams. Happy Wednesday. Hey, good morning, Orlando Vegan Adventures. The one thing that I have found that when I remember to do it anyway, and this is the key, is doing it and remembering to do it, is remembering to set a timer or an alarm for like every 90 minutes or so to not only stay hydrated, but to also maybe have a small snack, whether it's something that you've packed in your bag, some peanuts. Protein bars don't do well in the Magic Kingdom in the middle of the summer, so maybe you can think of a different...
Sit heavy.
They sit heavy, but they also melt heavy.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone from Northern California, good morning and happy Wednesday. Hello Love Pugs, JJ Resilient Hakuna. What about protein and vitamins in your coffee? I've never done that. I've actually never done that. Ziggy's running around like he might need to go outside.
Okay.
And it's been a while, so bye hon, I'll see you in a little bit.
Bye everybody.
We're gonna be finishing up here shortly, so. And definitely good advice. I have eggs every morning at the resort before anything sweet. That helps me. And then speaking of food in the parks, I got a mac and cheese hot dog from Friar's Nook in Magic Kingdom, and a small bird walked up to us and stole a noodle off my plate. That was magic. You were pixie dusted because you're lucky that it only took something from your plate and didn't leave something on your plate. Good morning, speaking of food. Good morning, Shelly. Goldfish are my easy go-to snack. They are easy to eat when it's hot, and you don't feel like eating, but need to put something on your belly. Sea Cork, that's good. They also have a multi-grain. They have a full multi-grain goldfish snacker crack, which is good. We also do mixed nuts. It's really nice. Bye, Shelly, Charmin Lee, and then agreed. I love all the yummy foods in the park, even though they may not be the best for me, but the magic of Disney lovers, the calories, right? You know, here's the thing that I suggest as well. Very true, Tiny Mac. Gotta run. Have a great day, everyone. Care Bear, thank you for sharing. And hey, Sean and the Wow crew. Hey, Cindy Charming. The one thing that I've noticed most about me is when I am in the parks, if I start early with like a sugary beverage, even if after I've eaten something, it weighs heavy on my stomach, and I start getting like some bubble guts, and I don't really enjoy my time in the morning. Just thinking about it, I can feel it. When I've walked for a few hours first, right, and then add something on top of it, that's generally when I feel better. Shelly, he's in the shot, honey. Thought you would have maybe taken him out front. So I thought maybe she would have taken him out front. Live TV, friends. You never know what's going to happen. Live TV. I'm getting pulled now in all different directions. We're going to finish up here, friends. I love you all. Go well, bring the calm, be the magic. Maybe we'll be redoing a Wednesday, one of these, for the Live Well segment, as things have just gone off the rails entirely. It feels like my family needs me, and that's just why it's so great when I can be in the park. I'm just gonna have to get out of here, guys. Go well, bring the calm, be the magic. I love you guys. I think I caught it just in time. Dogs gotta do what dogs gotta do, right? That's gonna be in the bloopers reel, I guess. I don't know. I think I caught it before anything too serious happened. But I'm turning red. So have a wonderful day, friends. Go well, bring the calm, be the magic. If you haven't had a chance to ask anybody, please take a moment to ask how they're doing. You never know. This could really change somebody's life. I don't know, guys. We'll talk later. Thank you. I'll let you know what happens with the tooth. If it gets pulled, we'll be doing nothing tonight. If it doesn't, there might be something special. Love you guys. We'll talk to you later.